Dunkin' Donuts on Fezler's Lane. This is Rachel. How may I help you?
Hi, Rachel. I was just wondering if there was a manager I might speak with.
Hmm. Unfortunately not.
Okay, I'm just calling. I'm with the local radio program, the DJ Chet Kelly Show. We're a news radio show.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, I'm just calling in regards to a story that we're doing. I was just hoping to speak with your manager.
I can speak to you.
Okay. Well, so
Well,
this is kind of the story that we're doing. Last year in 2016 during the Krispy Kreme run, I'm not sure if you're aware, but there was a man by the name of Fafa, and he actually passed away in the Krispy Kreme run. And there are people, local people, who are insinuating that possibly Dunkin' Donuts might have had something to do with it. And so we just wanted to get a statement because the man apparently was a regular there in your store.
what's his name?
His name was Fafa, Jeffrey Fafa Woods. He was a Navy veteran, a United
Hold on,
States
because
Navy
there are
veteran.
girls at Shell that work here that have worked here way longer than I have. I only worked here 66 months, not 60 months.
Okay.
Hang on just a second.
Yeah, no problem.
So, I'm sorry. Can I finish? So, there was a called, they wanted to do a story. They wanted to do a but they said that there was a Krispy Kreme regular that passed away. His name was Fafa. He used to come, they think that he used to come in here. And he said that they think that Dunkin' Donuts had something to do with him passing away. Do you know who I'm talking about? Have you ever heard of a regular named Fafa? Jeffrey Fafa? No? I only asked you that because you worked here for Okay, I asked this one girl, and she said she's never heard of a Jeffrey Fafa.
Okay.
What are you implying that like you think that like our product might have like harmed him in a way that like
Well, no. We're not making any insinuations. We're just doing an investigation, like an investigative story into it. We just want to find out because there are some people saying that, and if people are
saying that
saying,
he was a regular here and like
well,
they think that the reason why he passed away was because of our product?
well, I don't know exactly what some of their claims are, but I do know that there are tons of people saying that he was a regular at your store there. This is the one on Fessler's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying he was a regular there. And then he
Well, I
participated
know
in
for a
a...
fact that I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I know for a fact that my manager right now wouldn't even be able to answer those questions, nor do I think he would like even want to participate in something like that. Just based off of how I know who he is, and like, first of all, like, he's only been here, like, he hasn't been here much longer than me, so I don't think he would even know the gentleman that you're speaking of.
Well, it's just that no one from Dunkin' Donuts has made a statement about it yet, and that's what a lot of people are
Probably
saying
because our
that's
turnover rate is so high, and the people. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep
No,
cutting
you're fine.
you
You're
off.
fine. Go ahead.
Our turnover rate is like super high, and I mean it's a miracle that I'm even here, that I have even been here as long as I have, and I only work with 2 other people, and our schedule is a battle in itself just because there's only 3 people working like full-time hours,
Yeah.
and
So would you say that the turnover rate there is high? What would you say causes the high turnover rate there? Do you think it's the store itself, or do you think like is it corporate culture? Is it a management issue? What would you say? What have you experienced as far as Dunkin' Donuts' treatment of you as an employee?
gosh, are you using me as...
No, this is completely off the record. 100% off the record.
Yeah, but you could just be saying that and then
I mean,
totally use
that's
your
true.
advantage.
That's true, but I'm kind of bound by journalistic ethics, you know. If I tell you it's off the record, I'm not going to use it.
Okay, that's not just some bullshit phrase that
No.
journalists use.
No,
Okay.
no, no. When I say off the record, I mean off the record. I'm legitimately curious as to why the turnover rate there is so high.
Well, I mean, yeah, based on my experience, corporate's pretty cheap. So, like, you know, it's hard to, and I only say that based off of everything that's happened while I've been here. Perfect example is, like, we have 2 types of donuts on our rack right now, and pretty much every customer that's come in here has been like, where's the donuts? And, like, I don't know, we're just, we're going through transitions because, like, there was a manager that worked here, and, you know, he didn't feel like he was being paid/treated fairly, and so he left, and God, there is a fucking world of shit I could tell you, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't want, like, legality to get into it.
No, I understand.
And then,
you have a
like,
job to
end up
protect.
losing my job because I say the wrong thing.
Yeah, you have a job to protect.
Coffee
And what's your manager's name there?
Chris.
Chris. And would you happen to have any contact information for him where I could maybe just give him a phone call and ask if he'd be willing to make a statement? I know you said that he probably won't, but I have to try anyway. If he's not willing to make a statement, I mean, that's fine. I'll move forward anyway. I just need to at least get in contact with him.
The only reason why I think he wouldn't make a statement is because I don't think he'd have any information for you. Like, I'm almost positive that I mean, how long ago was this person a regular at our store? Do you know?
Apparently, they were regular at your store for a couple years. They say
I know.
they
Up
say
until
5
what
years.
point?
Well, up until he died, obviously.
When did he pass away?
I'm trying to get that info for you right now, real quick. That would be just around this time last year, February of last year.
Okay, yeah, he was hired on in May of last year, so he wasn't even here then.
So,
I don't even know who was.
So then just after this incident happened, like a month after this incident happened, there was a management change there? Is that about correct?
I mean, he told me he works at other Dunkins, though. Like, I don't think he got hired onto this Dunkin. He got hired onto the franchise itself because it's Route 65 franchise, and Route 65 franchise is Fezler's, Harding, the Metro, TA, downtown, all the way to Columbia. Like...
So he basically, you think he was working for the company beforehand and then got shifted to that store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, though, so, like, that's really loosely based information that I'm only saying because, like, just recently I was like, how long have you worked here? And he was just like, May.
Yeah.
So,
and
I wasn't even technically
speaking
speaking of this store. I was just speaking in terms of, like, the corporation.
Yeah. And would you happen to have a phone number for him, where maybe I might be able to?
The only thing is that is private information, and like that would be I don't think I'm allowed to, like, I don't think that would be right for me to give out his personal information to someone that I'm not really even familiar with, or like, I don't know, I'm not saying that, like, I just totally don't believe what your story is, but I guess, like, I'm a pretty skeptical person as it is, so even now, after having spoken to you, I still, like, not really sure, like, you know, why it is that if you can't, like, you know, if you don't have very much details at all as to why, like, people are saying that they think that this Dunkin is the reason why, like, I don't know, just, I guess your statement was kind of, like, loosely based in itself, so maybe, you know, that was just like a word of mouth and, you know, you're just trying to get more information.
Well, no, we're just trying to find out what's going on. You know, we're just a local radio station.
Right, I'm not sure what you mean by even what's going on, though, like,
well, people are saying, people are making claims, and, you know, it's starting to kind of have a groundswell effect, and people are starting to to talk about it in the community, and if the community's talking about it, right? That's our job. We look into it, we find out what's going
Sure,
on, and
but
then we
I would
report
think,
on it.
right, I would think that people would say more than just, like, you know, what it was that you told me, unless there's stuff that you are leaving out because you don't want to, like, give me specific details that you already know.
Well, the man died.
Because
The man died of
I'm
a
just
heart attack.
curious.
The man died of a heart attack.
Okay.
And there are insinuations that it's possible that it was retaliation for him no longer being loyal to Dunkin' Donuts and taking place in the Krispy Kreme run. And I think it's a little odd that there was a management
that sounds
change.
really ridiculous. But at the same time, I mean, like, I am not, like, I have no, you know, I have no knowledge of what it is that you're even speaking of, these people or the community or, like, the Krispy Kreme community. So, I don't know. I'm not saying, I guess I shouldn't say it sounds ridiculous, but I don't know, that just seems kind of far-fetched in my opinion, for, you know, someone to retaliate just because of something like that.
I mean, I do as well, but this is what people
like,
are saying, you know? And if people are saying, enough people say it, we have to look into it.
Sure. That's so weird. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, like, giggle, but...
Yeah, I mean, a man did die.
That just sounds like some, like, high school, like, story from, like, high school newspaper or something like that. I don't know. Like, that just...
Okay. And so...
I'm not trying to, like, make fun of...
No, I understand. I understand.
Know,
I mean, that's fine.
It sounds a little goofy.
And what was your name?
My name is Rachel.
Rachel. Is that EAL or EL?
EL. So you are using what I just told you to write your story.
Well, I'm just you know, I'm not going to quote you about the store stuff. But I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, you know, I do have to take a statement from you.
Well, you don't have to. I mean,
I guess I don't have to. I guess I don't have to. You're right about that.
From the beginning of the conversation, I let you know, like, I don't even know who that person is, and I've never even heard of anything even remotely regarded to, like, Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, even, like, you know. I mean, I just come in and I do my job, and I have a hard enough time with the people that are, like, coming into this store as customers as it is, because, I mean, like, it's right around the corner from the ghetto, and I'm not saying that, like, everyone that comes in here is, like, rough and aggressive, but, like, I don't know, that just kind of sounds like a like a silly accusation.
Well, I mean, I'm just asking, you know, people are saying it, we got to ask the questions. And so
right. I have no idea who that person even is, and
so would you say that
I've never even heard, like, a customer here talking about anybody, or the people that I work with talking about someone like that. And we have a lot of regulars, and I work evenings, so I see all of our regulars. But like I said, I've only been working here since August. So if that person passed away in February, then I was nowhere near Dunkin' Donuts when that person was a regular here.
Okay, so I just want to read you what I have as kind of a statement for you, and you just let me know if you feel like this is accurate or not. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Rachel, an employee who started working at the Dunkin' Donuts location after the event occurred, stated that she never knew the man and that it's hard enough to deal with customers since the store is right next to the ghetto, and she has no further statement.
I mean, that's the truth. So, hey,
But
why not?
that sounds like an accurate statement, correct?
What'd you say?
I said that sounds like an accurate statement that you made, correct? Is there
Yeah,
anything
I
in there
mean,
you would
that's
say
the
that you didn't?
truth. It
Okay.
really is right around the corner from the ghetto. So it's
Okay.
not like I'm saying something that's offensive
Yeah.
or wrong.
Should I? Actually, here's what I'll do.
What's that?
Here's what I'll do. I'll say it's hard enough to deal with the aggressive customers.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just had, like, crackheads in our parking lot that, like, caused trauma with our customers. Like,
Okay.
our customers aren't the people who are usually, like, I don't have rough and aggressive customers. I guess I should have said that differently because I meant, like, because our location is inside with Shell.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always see the people coming in and out of Shell anyways. So, when
Yeah.
I'm out front and they're like homeless people and, drug addicts coming from around the corner from the Drake, yeah, that's pretty much what I meant.
Okay.
Not
All right.
anything to do with our customers. Do you care if I get a soda, Leela?
Okay, so I've kind of revised it then to more accurately reflect that. I wrote, she never knew the man and stated that it was hard enough to deal with the homeless crackheads in the parking lot and the aggressive customers since the store is near the ghetto. Does that?
What's your radio station called?
Oh, it's the DJ Chet Kelly show. We're on KHET.
What's the radio station, like the numbers of the radio station?
It's KHET 97.1.
Oh, okay. Local, obviously.
Yeah, local radio station.
Okay. Well, yep, that sounds about right.
Okay, all right. And Rachel, do you have a last initial, or do you just want to go by Rachel?
Just Rachel.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead. When do you think Chris is going to be in?
Probably, he comes in and then he's only here for like a really short time to do just like small things. But I want to say that you'll probably catch him maybe tomorrow around like, tomorrow's, yeah, maybe tomorrow around, I don't know, because he just kind of pops in sometimes and it's really unexpected.
Okay, and there's
Let me
no
go-
way
let
that
me go-
there's no way
hold
that
on,
you'd be
I'm
able to
gonna-
give me a phone number for him?
No, I'm not going to do that. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. If
Okay.
I felt comfortable doing that, I totally would. But like, I would hate for him to be like, call me and ask me like, did you give out one of my numbers? Because
Well, you could just say you didn't. I won't ever say that you gave it to me.
that would be lying though, and I just don't want to do that. There is somebody else that works here that's worked here for a while, and she comes in from 4 to 12 tomorrow, 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm not going to give you her name because she'll tell you her name if you call around that time because she's the only person that will be here.
Okay.
You might have a better opportunity at getting a little bit better information just because, like, I only know that she's worked here longer because she gets paid more than I do. She gets paid more than I do because she's worked here longer. So there's a chance that she might have been here. Hang on. Hey, was Tamika here last February? You don't know. Well, I don't know if she was here then or not. But
Okay, well, I'll give her a call. And
yeah,
so
call.
one last thing on a related note, what's the feedback that you have on your head game? Like what
Pardon
kind
me?
of Well, what kind of feedback are you getting on your head game?
What are you talking about?
Well, like what kind of notes or like feedback have you gotten on your head game, your ability to give head?
Excuse me?
I don't know how to put that any more simply.
Why would you be asking me a question like that?
Well, I'm just asking for the report.
That is a ridiculously offensive a question.
So not good feedback or good feedback, mixed bag, half and half. Sweetie, I'm just asking a simple question.
Yeah, fuck you. Like, why the fuck are you even asking me a question like that?
Well,
Like,
I don't appreciate your rude language, first off.
okay,
It's a
well,
simple
I don't
question.
appreciate you asking me, like, sexually explicit questions. Like, excuse me?
Wait, what's sexually explicit about that?
My head game?
Yeah.
Can you, like, evaluate what you meant by that?
I don't understand what there is to evaluate. Where's the confusion coming in? I don't get it.
You just asked me a really rude question, and I was very cooperative and sat here and spoke to you very politely and answered all of your questions very politely.
I know, baby. I'm just asking you a question.
Given the fact that I don't even know who the fuck you are, and I think it's really presumptuous and rude for you to just ask a question like that when you don't even know who you're talking to either.
Honey, I told you this is Mark from the DJ Chet Kelly show.
Okay, well, I don't want to answer a question like that because I think that's very rude.
Okay, so not good feedback.
That is my that's my final answer. I'm not going to answer that question. Like, that is such a rude thing to say. To end a conversation like that, like, where the fuck is your mind going? Like,
well, it's probably,
what the fuck is this interview about?
It probably would have been a lot worse for the interview if I asked you that right out of the gate, to be fair. I think this is a better
why
place.
Why do you even need to know something like that about me
It's
anyway?
for the story.
What story?
The story that I'm writing about.
Why does that story have anything to do with what you just asked me? That doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
I'm just asking you for my listeners. It's what my listeners want to know, so that's what I do.
Why would your listeners want to know that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would your listeners want to know something like that about someone they don't even know? When you just said that the story was about a person within the community who was a regular here, and then you go from talking about all of that to asking me a totally off-the-wall question like that?
Right. Well, it's because before you started yelling at me, you sounded kind of hot.
You are really just trying to do this to get a rise out of me, aren't you?
It's working. You said fuck you to me.
Yeah, because that was really rude.
I know, but it was funny too.
Oh, that was funny.
It was. It was pretty funny. I've been laughing really hard.
Sounds like it. You
So
have a nice day.
Do you want to give a shout out to the DJ Chet Kelly show before you go?
No thanks.
Nothing? You don't want to say anything?
No, like, in fact, like you should be ashamed of yourself for asking someone a question like that when you have no idea what the fuck they're going through.
It's just a question. I don't understand.
Okay, but you still have no idea who I am.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with me asking you a question?
Excuse me. I don't...
No, excuse me. You excuse me.